All right, everyone, and welcome back. We have some news that's come out over the last day or so on Kaiju No. 8. I wanted to go ahead and touch base with you guys and just talk about it. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe as I stumble over my words. We're trying to keep the channel growing, so make sure you subscribe, share the video with your friends if they're interested in Kaiju No. 8, the game. That being said, I recently joined the Sonic Rumble creator team, so down below in the description I have a channel for Sonic Rumble / Sonic content. If you're a fan, check it out. Want to try to grow that one out. Hit the 500 subs ASAP also for monetization reasons over there. I have been away. Hopefully you guys had a great holiday, all that stuff. By the way, I'll be doing, I think they gave me some codes for like some Red Star rings to give away. I hope you guys had a good holiday, etc. All that fun stuff. Let me know how that went for you. Hopefully you celebrated, you had some good food, etc. We didn't really do much, but I was able to just kind of take it easy yesterday. The only thing I did yesterday was put a video on the basketball channel. So it's called the Basketball Bulletin. Again, if you're interested in that as well, another channel that I'm interested in and involved in. We are trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So anyway, Kaiju No. 8. The world keeps on going, as does Kaiju No. 8. So we knew Narumi was coming. We knew that. Quietly, they've got a handful of characters that are a part of this. So a couple of things of note. Firstly, these characters, there's a Kafka. I assume that's it, right? Maybe we still have a little bit of time for them to tease more, but I don't think they'll do that. I think it's just these two characters. They are going to be characters that are a part of the game's Chapter 6 story mode. Now, I wondered if maybe these characters would be seasonal, etc. I don't know. We won't know until Narumi comes out. Kafka is free, so that's really cool that they're giving another free 4-star character. He's not a 5-star, free 4-star. And so I wonder about his application in terms of like, not application, but acquisition, I should say. Is he a drop in the story Chapter 6? Is he like a special event that expires? Like, what if a player starts months from now? Can they not get Kafka? I do wonder about that as well. Because again, he's not a part of the gacha. It would be best if he's just a drop in the Chapter 6. But the key thing is, they've got several characters. Like I think I saw Kari Mina say, a lot of the Defense Force is dressed up in Christmas attire. And so they've got a lot of characters. And so they're not all acquirable, but they're indefinitely going to be a part of the game story. This isn't like a side story that's going to expire and not be here unless they rerun it. This is Chapter 6 of the main story of the game. So that's really cool overall. Anyway, they plan to tease more information and give us the quick sneak peek thing that they've been doing for the last few releases for Narumi, I believe tonight. I got to figure out the UTC on that. But Narumi will be added the night of November 30th, so Sunday night. Okay, not that mad about that. I may not get to, I want to do a stream, so it may be midday on Monday. He'll be out already. The game, he'll have been out for like 12 hours probably by that point. I'm not really sure. Kind of hectic for me personally. It may be later than that, but we had a fun time streaming the Hikari stuff, so I'll be trying to do a stream for that. But obviously stay tuned for the videos that I'll put out as I cover the Narumi stuff as we get that information. But you know, it's like I said, we're kind of winding down on the month. We're going to talk about Kafka in a minute, so bear with me. We're kind of winding down on the month, and several of things are going to pop up here for me. So firstly, I'm going to finally publicize and then restart, because we're going to do this on a monthly basis. I'll try to keep up with it. It's kind of hectic with the way that they update this game. We also have, by the way, a roadmap we're going to cover. So I'm going to drop my tracking of the resources given throughout the month from first to first. Technically the first day, they kind of update content like they're going to do here. They update content like 6 hours before the reset of the game, but like it's kind of in the middle of the night, so I'm just going to include it. It is what it is. But I'll be dropping that, restarting it for the next stuff, and go from there. Which means, by the way, this stuff coming out technically on the 1st in Japan, that's what I should do, based off Japan time. This stuff will be the cutoff. They will not make the cutoff. They'll be the start of my next month of tracking. So we're going to see relative to how many gachas they've dropped, how many crystals they've given out, etc. Spoiler, they've given out a good amount of crystals, more than you probably think they have. But for the amount of gachas, if you plan to summon on everything, which you shouldn't do anyway, then it's not going to be sufficient. Especially if you have to go to pity multiple times. It's not going to be sufficient for that specifically. But we'll also be doing a tier list. I didn't really talk much about Hikari. If you're wondering about my opinions on her, I'll save that for the tier list mostly, but she is a SS tier damage dealer. Frankly, one of the only characters in the game that I think can actually rival Hoshina, just because the sheer number of turns she takes, all that damage over time adds up. So Narumi's coming out, and on Kafka, we're going to really quickly talk about him, but if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get this video to a like goal of 120 likes. Share this video with your friends as well if they're interested in Kaiju No, if you know anyone that plays the game, and let's keep growing the community here. You also can join my Discord, follow on Twitter, links in the description as well. So, on the tier list thing really quick, I wanted to do more. I guess I should for viewership, frankly. They're always good for viewership. But I just kind of was like, what's the point? They're going to drop another character next week. And then I'm going to be like, what's the point? When these characters go, they're going to drop another character next week. There's no way they drop a character the week of the 7th. There's just no way. There's just no way they do that. The 6th is my birthday, so that wouldn't be all that bad, I guess. We could have like a birthday stream or something, but there's no way they do it the week of the 7th. Along with the update of December 1st, 4-star, the man who became a reindeer. Are we sure he became a reindeer? It feels like he's just in a costume. I digress. Kafka Hibino will be gifted to all players. Enjoy seeing squad members beyond their usual roles in Main Story Chapter 6, coming on December 1st. Kafka, I kind of wonder if this is just going to be permanently what they do with Kafka specifically. Obviously, Kaiju No is its own thing. I mean, it's all Kafka, but you get the point. I wonder if this is kind of what they're going to do with him. Is he's going to be a free character. They don't really have plans to make a 5-star Kafka. I kind of would like to see it. I would like to see it, but it feels like they're not really taking him all too seriously, which is, it's understandable. Story-wise, context-wise, he's not strong enough based on his own individual merit to even be in the Defense Force, and it's really not close. But I think that it could still be a fun thing, right? And for the record, I don't think this is a transforming Kafka either. I just think this is just a regular Kafka in a reindeer suit. He also has the handgun again, because that's Kafka's weapon, right? So I do wonder if they're going to rerun the same one, or add another one back in, etc. Like I said, we'll have to figure that out. But I did like the key features stuff here. He seems like a good support character. He's a 4-star supporter again. With combat skill, he applies a care package to a single ally. After that ally consumes 2 SP, they recover 2 SP. So that's actually really good. That's actually really, really, really strong. At first, I was glazing the Hikari effect where she's able to recover SP. And there's some other characters. There's like maybe like 1 or 2. Like I know Reno has like, what, a 50-50 on it. But the key thing is, it's really hard to get SP, right? It's really hard. You've got to play a certain way. You got to prioritize who uses your SP. You've got to, maybe you can use a bovine set to help get you started better. Like you can do different things, right? But just having a character that's able to give 2 SP is very valuable in my opinion. Also, he's got an attack increase effect similar to that of Chester. So with his ultimate, he gives a gift to a single ally, to one character. Increase the attack of that ally in the gift state based on Kafka's attack at the time of gift application. So kind of cool. So basically, he'd be really strong with a character like Rio or a character like Chester, somebody that can, or some other weapons or whatever, things that can increase his attack so that his attack is higher at the time he applies his gift. And that would be really awesome. Now, the only thing with him, again, is that it gives to one character. So did the care package as well. I understand that too. Frankly, I think the damage could have gone to everybody. And so what's going to wind up happening with him is that he's not going to, I don't think, be a primary supporter character if a couple things don't happen. Firstly, he has really stark competition in the way of like 4-star Hoshina, 4-star Ashiro. If you're even getting to the point that you're using some of these characters, you may only be using like Hoshina and Chester. Maybe you're only using Chester. Like he has some really tough competition. And the single character thing isn't the worst because typically most teams only run 1, maybe 2 DPS characters. All the other characters are there for utility, support, plate break, whatever. So it's not as bad as it would seem. But I think that he needs to have more. He needs to have like damage dealt bonuses and other things like that in there because the SP effect is strong, but I think he needs more. Attack is fine. It's on the ultimate. He needs more than that, I think. It'd be really nice if they dueled him with an element, but he's not. But anyway, also dupes. I'd assume he has full dupes just like the other Kafka. And part of me wonders if he's not just going to be like that, like, I don't know if it wasn't daily, right? It was just a bunch of missions to get the first Kafka. I guess. Like, I kind of don't want that because it may expire. No. I don't think that it would expire, would it? The other one probably doesn't expire until you complete it. So that would work, I guess. So they could do that. Just got to put the dupes in there. And enough dupes for the weapon as well, just like last time. That maybe I was overthinking it. That may just be exactly what they do. And it's just there. When you start Chapter 6 or clear Chapter 6, it's just whatever it is, right? So overall, though, I think that's pretty cool, but I think he needs a number of things. But getting another 4-star support isn't bad. But if a new player started, technically, and he's still there, they would start with Hoshina because they gave you Hoshina for free. And they would start with a Kafka. That's a good start. They start with some other 4-star stuff like Kikaru and Reno. But that's a good start. Technically, the other Kafka. Yeah, not mad at that. So anyway, let's go over the roadmap really quick before we get out of here. But really quick, if you haven't already, I'm going to go ahead and just drop this promo really quick because we have to pay some bills. Don't forget to support my channel by clicking my link in the description and creating a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account. I've been having tons of fun, so join me with this link and you'll also get $200 worth of free goodies, including a legendary champion, Elenaril, as a starter. This helps me a ton, so make sure to click that link right now. I appreciate you guys. By the way, it's not listed there, but they have an Alien vs. Predator collab going on. So now is an insane time to start. That game is actually really good. I don't care what the sentiment is on it. It's actually extremely successful. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing all these goddamn collabs. But it's a really good game. Actually, it's a good game. So check it out. And also, if you want to support me, you can do so. And the easiest way to do so is to click that link on computer and sign up through the Plarium Play PC client. I do get kickback for you guys signing up, so just full disclosure, especially if you spend anything, even $1, that helps me out tremendously. Thank you. I appreciate it big time. All right, let's go over the content schedule. So main story chapter 6 is coming on the 1st. A ton of new content follows the new chapter update, plus a new battle event will be available on December 12th. So I do love that they've been trying to drop these. Let's see if they stagger anything in here. Not really. There's some good staggering here. So the 1st, the 3rd, the 9th, the 12th. So they're doing the same thing here where they're trying to keep a steady stream of content every X number of days. I think they've really figured out some stuff there. Oh, the Kikaru is there. I guess that's a wallpaper, huh? I should have considered that the other characters may be wallpaper stuff. That's fair. That's certainly a wallpaper there. Okay, so main story chapter 6, another chapter event. The new character and gift. Is there something separate there? I don't. Well, you can't see it. They're calling new character and gift is what they're calling Kafka. I don't. You guys can't see it because I'm blocking it. But is there something? What do you mean and gift? Is he not just the gift? Maybe that's a translation thing. New Hanju neutralization event. Okay. New training and Uniparts. God dang it! A new Unipart set again. Stop with the new Unipart set. Oh, that's actually. Hold on. That looks like a Santa Unipart set. It almost, you can't really see it too good because it's kind of small. It almost looks like a Santa-themed Unipart set. I actually kind of don't mind that. I wish that there was more cosmetic, like the Unipart set would show up on characters. I believe the weapons do, though, which is cool, right? But I wish the Uniparts did, too. It's such a shame when games don't have the gear, like, visible. Like in Solo Leveling Arise, I wish that... Because they give out seasonal gear in Solo Leveling Arise, but it doesn't... There's no visual difference. Like, it doesn't matter, right? What the hell would I need this for? Just to look nice in my box? Like, I don't get it. And then there's also the login bonus there. That's going to be the tickets, the gems, the stamina, whatever the hell they give out. But it does look like there's a wallpaper that's tied into this somehow, some way. Or maybe that's that Kikaru you get from the Gen story. Like somewhere in there's a wallpaper that's tied into that. Otherwise, this art wouldn't be here. Or maybe that's the wallpaper for Chapter 6, technically. That could be it. Anyway, moving on. So more content in December. On the 3rd, there's another Fierce Battle Area Limited coming out. And then there's another Large Conquest. And then on the 12th, there's another upcoming new battle event. Okay. So what the hell is a new battle event? So something that they're not ready to show us yet? Because it's... Okay. Okay, so something else in here that's new content. Okay, not mad at that. The rest of this stuff is frankly stuff we've seen before, nothing burger. Because that's the standard package of content that would come on the initial update. A new gacha, new story chapter, new Unipart set, new chapter event. That's all stuff that's tied into the same release. We've seen that for a few months now, or at least the last couple of story chapter updates, I should say. So that's normal. New Hanju neutralization is just kind of whatever. But the fierce battle area, more resources there. Large conquest, more resources there. Those typically have, I think, 1,500 pulls or 1,500 gems each, somewhere in that range, give or take. So that's pretty cool too. And then the story also typically has roughly about 1,500. So there's some stuff coming out here. But again, with another character, people are going to still be upset. So I'm not even going to bother. Large conquest, by the way, on that, Isao should be expiring. I'm not going to check it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to expire by the time. And so, like, he'll be on this new upcoming gacha. And he'll still be in the shop for a bit, but I'm pretty sure Isao's on the ledger to expire. So maybe you'll pull Isao as a character. If there's a stage in there where it feels like you need Isao, and if it's not like the first or like second or third stage, don't worry about it. But if it's like somehow, some way in there to gatekeep you from even clearing the stage at all, then that's a problem. And maybe you would consider targeting Isao from the shop if you can pity him. But I mostly took the stand. I don't have Isao. He's the only character I don't have. Because I went so hard and I just couldn't get him. I took the stance that it wasn't worth it to try to keep pulling for Isao with basically only 350 or 400 gems being what you would need. And you could technically still clear that stage without Isao. It was just very RNG dependent and required very specific characters. So I didn't bother doing a video on it. But that being said, I mean, he would be in there as a character and that would be kind of crappy. I don't think that'd be so much the case. Remains to be seen, right? It makes me wonder also if Narumi is going to be a large conquest style character. Like, is he going to be like a huge AoE type character? Because we don't have that. We've got the blast attacking. We've got the single target. Is he going to actually be like a big AoE type character? That could be kind of interesting. And it would replace the need for maybe Rin. That could be a thing, right? I don't know. Guess it remains to be seen. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, check out the channels and or raid. All that stuff helps me out. And if you want to know more about that Alien versus Predator collab, I've got a video that I did on it. You could click on the video on the screen right now, and I'll see you over there.